Welcome to the Korea Day event, and I really thank you for being with us today. It is my honor to co-host this event to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the diplomatic ties between Kingdom of Sweden and the Republic of Korea. Since the establishment of diplomatic ties on the 11th of March 1959, the two nations have developed very cooperative and friendly relations. Our two countries have been sharing a very special bond even before the official diplomatic relations began. It is the dispatching of Swedish doctors and nurses to Korea during the Korean War from 1950. Almost 70 years has passed since then, but the Korean people remember the young Swedish doctors and nurses for their noble contributions and devotions. They were just like angels from the heaven. I send my sincere gratitude and respect to the people of Sweden, and we will never forget them. I believe that this special bond laid out a solid basis for our two countries to build even stronger trust and partnership until now.
Much as we focus on this milestone, let us also recall that our ties began even further back in the late 1800s when Swedish missionaries and explorers found their way to the Korean peninsula. Historically, there are episodes that have been essential in shaping our relations, as well as Sweden's role on the Korean peninsula. The Swedish Red Cross Hospital in Busan was operational between 1950 and 1958. During and after the war, more than 1,100 Swedish men and women served at the hospital, caring for more than 2 million patients. I know that there is at least family represented here today of people who work there. And I think, Ambassador, that your words were very, very welcome. In a demilitarized zone in Panmunjom, more than 960 Swedes have served or are serving the cause for peace every day since 1953. Today, our relations continue to flourish. Our societies and economies are very similar in many ways. This includes our strong industry and engineering traditions, our top-ranked innovation hubs, and not least our joint focus on peace, security, and a rule-based international order. We value democracy, human rights, and an open economy.
Today's event is the inauguration of a program of Korea-related exhibitions, workshops, lectures, and many more exciting events that is going to take place during all this anniversary year. It's also a great occasion to look back and to talk about the role that the Museum of Far Eastern Antiquities has played in facilitating cultural exchange between Sweden and the Republic of Korea in the past, and the museum's most recent efforts to emphasize and highlight Korean culture, and also the importance of the collection in regard to the cultural ties between the two different countries. The Museum of Far Eastern Antiquities have a very special connection with the Republic of Korea that is deeply rooted in the history of the museum and reflects also a small but exquisite collection of Korean objects. The beginning of the relationship can be traced back to the earliest days of the museum and the driving figure behind its formation, King Gustav VI Adolf. He had a great interest in the Korean culture, history and art, and his donation to the Korean object forms the core of today's Korean collection at the Museum of Far Eastern Antiquities. So I would like to end to thank the Korea Foundation for their generous support of and of course our partner, the Embassy of the Republic of Korea in the Kingdom of Sweden, for making today's event and the National Year possible. I would also like to already now welcome and thank the designers from Jeongju Fashion Association. Welcome. They're going to make a performance later here on stage. They came all the way from Korea just for this event. Enjoy the program, mingling and snacks, and please stay on for the many exciting activities that take place in the museum this afternoon. This anniversary year represents a milestone in the history of Korea-Swedish relations, and it shall also leave a very important mark in the history of the Museum of Far Eastern Antiquities. Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
그런 얘기를 하면 그게 너무 좋다는 거예요. 그래서 이제 벽에다가 써붙인 거. 그래서 이 제목이 To My Love.
We only have this Korea gallery because of the 20th century relationships between Sweden and Korea. Starting with the king in 1926, continuing through all the turbulent times and till today. And we also want to look towards future cooperation. Right now we're hoping to make acquisitions of 21st century Korean ceramics